me a couple years ago. He and his wife have been selfless in helping the Madison County Republican Party. They're involved in all kinds of other great causes for Madison County. Fortunately, they're retired, so they have a lot of spare time on their hands. But they're very generous to us. They've been very generous to the Friends of Madison County, to the library, and I know I'm forgetting other people too, but they're really great folks. And I say this because I am a former and reformed Yankee. Some people around here still won't let me forget that, even though we moved here in 1984. But people remind me that I'm still a Yankee. But anyway, this guy's a Yankee, and he's going to talk like a Yankee. There's no changing him. I'm sorry. But he's going to sound like a Yankee. But I can honestly tell you that I would doubt that there's anybody in this room who sincerely cares more for Madison County than the gentleman I'm going to introduce to you. And just put the Yankiness aside. And listen for just a couple of minutes. Just a couple of minutes. To Scott Petrupin.
Good evening, everybody. I hope you had a good time and continue to have one for the last few minutes of our night. I want to thank everyone for showing up. If we could get this at the polls, we wouldn't have to worry about who the Democrats ran. In 2010, there were 6 candidates in November running for 3 commissioner slots. Bill Briggs was the top vote getter. The top vote getter. I don't think you can become a top vote getter unless you can get Democrats to vote for you. That shows you what a person Bill is. I'd like Bill to stand up for a minute and answer a very quick question, and I'd like everybody to remain absolutely silent after he answers the question. Bill, in the approximate 15 months you've been commissioner, you've nominated various people for county board positions. How many of those nominees have been seconded and voted on?
0. Double.
Thank you. That silence is what Bill hears every time he makes a nomination. That's the silence he hears when he makes a motion to help this county. That's the silence that happens in every commissioner meeting. There's not been one 3-2 vote. It's always been 4-1 if Bill doesn't like one of their ideas. If he wants somebody else, it's 4-1. Not one time in 15 months have they stood behind Bill. So I'm going to ask this. The Republican parties ask for money. Not Matt personally, but the Republican Party throughout the state. Candidates here tonight have asked for your vote. I'm not asking for any of that. What I am asking is that during this campaign season, when you see your neighbors and your friends, and if you see one of the 4 Democratic county commissioners, I'd like you to ask them why Bill cannot get a second for a qualified person to help this county. I'd like you to ask why they won't second his motions. If they are able to give you an answer and you like it, then I say vote for that person. I don't have a problem because they have answered what you want. But if they don't have an answer or you don't like what they gave you, I'm going to ask you to vote for Republican commissioners. These people tonight heard Bill. When they get elected, they will continue to hear Bill. And I thank you.
Scott won't ask you to vote for him, but I will. And the other thing that Scott is doing, and he won't blow his own horn on this kind of stuff, if you go to his website, you'll find out. Scott is not putting out a single yard sign in this county. He's not going to buy them. And what he's doing is he's taking the amount of money that he would be spending on yard signs and he is donating it to various county charities. You can go on his website and vote for your favorite charity.
That's over.
Is that over already? Okay. Well, maybe he'll do it again. Keep checking his website because maybe he'll do it again. But if he's going to donate, what he was doing is he had a deal where you could vote for your favorite charity in the county and he would donate money to that charity. And if we can revive that again, just keep checking his website periodically and vote for your favorite charity. And Scott and Sandy are very charitable people of this county. They give a lot of their time and their money to this county. And I tell you, again, he's a Yankee. He ain't from here. The joke about landing an airplane, he's a retired air traffic controller. So he can shuffle some stuff around and he can juggle. We know that. Okay? So keep in mind and vote for Scott Petruka, Clayton Willis, and Judge Baker. Now, it's not going to say Judge Baker on the ballot. It'll be Jim Baker.